So one who, I got cut off, we were up to one who consumes and derives benefit and pleasure from the words of Torah hurts this trait. As it is holy and he makes its words of the mundane. But when one is toiling in Torah and involved in words for the pleasure of the most exalted one of the higher realm, happy is his portion. At the essence, the most important essence of everything is to refine his mind, to purify one's mind by scrutinizing through the aspect of thought and examine himself by way of give and take. If there be found a trace of an improper thing, he should examine himself by way of a give and take inner debate, really. If there, like an account, if there be found a trace of an improper thing, an impure thought, he must go back and always admit and concedes to the truth. He must retract his words so that Tiferet, truth, will be found there. Okay. I like 12-step meetings as a way to workshop ideas. So in terms of the heart, for me, Tiferet, considering the paths of peace, there's not really a fight. It's really all for the sake of love. And to be able to love everyone, whether they seem like they're poor or common or, no less than you. This is really the Torah of love. This is the Torah that love flows through. So in terms of when it feels horizontal and codependent, so there's a lot of 12-step kinds of meetings in terms of becoming conscious so that we could get back in what we might call that, like, instead of that horizontal, back to the vertical, right? So we bring heaven to earth rather than looking for heaven on earth. So, I tried so hard to seem worthy. So we workshop these ideas. So I tried so hard to seem worthy of investment. And there was no compassion. Like, I don't want to enable you to care about a cat. Somebody told me when I came for care. And, there was, a dark energy coming and pulling the man away inside. And I'm lonely. And I didn't feel pursued, chosen, loved, and coveted. This is what I was getting from this realm, from the vertical, when I wasn't going, from the horizontal when I wasn't going vertical. This other guy, and by the way, this isn't even somebody who I was very involved with. This is just an experience I had with somebody. It was like he was distracted by the other woman, but we were both transferring an attachment to one another and emotional unavailability, because I had mentioned in a previous video that I was taking a break a while back from somebody that I now have ended things with, and endings are new beginnings. And so, this idea of not blaming others for the gap inside, it was a lesson of a better connection. I could bridge better late than never, the gap in me, not blaming others for that gap in me. Sometimes people fill the space, but they're not responsible for the space. And same with everyone. And what they put in the space, if we don't like what they're putting in our heart, in our altar, we don't have to let them in anymore. My emotions are my responsibility, and my higher power, who is my vertices, is always there, versus a person who's always changing and can disappoint because they have their own life to live. So the space to branch out and grow into myself scares me, but it's what I want more than anything, is what I wrote a while back, but it's been acting out. Sometimes we have these realizations only because it's actually true and we could see it. It's like a delayed reaction. Sometimes we're feeling safe and we're just a moment. It's like we're finally safe enough to feel the suffering of the past, because we don't have any suffering now. And for me, before I go, they say that there's an expert who says there are 8 dates to try before you try a relationship. I found this on the internet, and I want to talk about this because I feel like we should all be blessed to outgrow the love that doesn't work for us, so that we could truly channel a higher love, more love. We all deserve a higher love. That's my main prayer of my heart. And in a wholehearted way, that I feel, where the love comes to me from the outside too, from the vertical, because of that horizontal. The love comes to me from the horizontal because of that vertical connection. And in that space being full of love. And may we be healthy and have clarity and enjoy the chaos, enjoy it, and not need to know. In other words, we have to suspend judgment before it even becomes the the prerequisite, the precursor of just not knowing. So staying curious in order to balance between being and doing. May we massage our bodies with love and touch ourselves curiously. May we focus. May every moment really be that once in a lifetime opportunity. May we feel known and cared about and like a wonder, as a wonder. May we heal and feel and fill all the spaces in us that we're waiting for someone on the horizon. I mean, the horizon, when it can come from the vertical. So one date without a plan. Observe how the person behaves in uncertainty, being together unscripted. Am I comfortable being spontaneous, like walking without a set route? A real life date, doing everyday tasks together, because passion is wonderful, but we still connect when it's about getting things done and not about romance, like groceries, visit a store. A silent date. You don't speak for an hour, just be. Silence shows if there's real trust, or the talking avoids and fills. Maybe the forest or a road or a shore. A date in conflict. Can the other person hear a different point of view, discuss things calmly, respect my boundaries, or do they pressure, manipulate, avoid, call it peaceful, have an argument? 5. Date among friends. Watch how they behave with others. Are they respectful, open to new people, proud to be with me? Because a relationship isn't just the two of us, it's also how we both engage with the world. And 6, the awkwardness date. What do they do when things don't go well? Do they laugh, blame, or get angry? It will reveal how they'll treat me when I make a mistake, going to a master class where neither is skilled, like dance, cooking, pottery. 7, a deep conversation date. If they can be vulnerable and honest, which is the foundation of closeness, or is there just masks? Like 10 deep questions, like what does love mean to you, or what do you regret, or what are you afraid of in a relationship? A silent support date. When I'm feeling bad, do they go silent, freeze, criticize, rescue, belittle, or do they stay close and not run away and say, I'm here with you, more important than any words? So may we be with ourselves, such good company, as women treat ourselves like princesses, and men treat yourself like a prince, so that someone comes in and raises you up, so you'll be a king, a queen. That's what we mean when we say he's like a king or she's like a queen. May we do really well with our animal bodies. May we learn how to listen better and reflect, and may we feel heard and have good relationships and heal ourselves, heal our families, heal the world. No dis-ease. And may we give exactly what we're designated to in a comfortable way. May we face things, get out of stuck patterns. May we get over trying to change anyone rather than love ourselves deeply, earnestly, sincerely, our real self, our godly self. Wishing everybody a good Shabbos, a happy Rosh Chodesh, a wonderful Chodesh Kislev, wholeheartedness. It's the deepest foundation. We do wholeheartedness. There's a cab driver taught me today, may we take out all the nails and let the holes close, and that's what it means to forgive. And I visualized it with him, this wonderful sage, this Indonesian man. May we eat well and listen to our body's wisdom and touch our flesh with love, knowing we give our bodies back to the earth and at some point. May we feel grateful for life. And may we stay pure, pure-hearted. And may we receive, like, without having to beg and without having to ask, like, from each other, like serving each other, blessing each other, praying for each other. And may it all be worth it, all our yearnings. And like I said, for me, the manifestation feels like the man who really chooses the real me, commits to the real me, believes in the real me. is deserving of the real me. Patient and devoted to the real me. Together.